Islam, like...
I used to be Salafi.
Okay. And like, so you know the religion really well, clearly. So what made you want to, like, what made you convert to Christianity?
Okay, let me make it shorter for you.
Okay.
And if you want, you can find all my testimony on my YouTube channel, with all respect.
Sure.
You can find my YouTube channel
Okay.
in bio, in
Okay.
Instagram and YouTube channel.
Okay.
Let me give you a short story, sister.
Sure.
First of all, I'm from town. There is only Muslims, 100%. Nothing around me. No Christian, no Alawi, no Shia, nothing. Only specifically, أنا من الصاخور. If you know Syrian, if you know
Syria. Okay.
Aleppo, I don't know.
Yeah.
So there is nothing. Only 100%. قال الله وقال الرسول. 100%.
Okay.
So I study when I was, the people there, when we was child, we studied the religion, we studied the Quran, and Sheikh. I studied the religion when I was young, but I chose to be Salafi because I studied the religion under the Sufi Sheikh hand.
Okay.
So we call the Sufis kafir. Why? Because praying in graves, they're asking shafa'ah, they're doing a lot of things crazy. That is we called him kafirin, Sufiya.
Mm-hmm.
So I choose to become Salafi, and I follow some scholars. He used to be Salafi and teaching a lot. When he do, for example, one day teaching, you can see more than 10,000 person in a masjid, around the masjid, just waiting to learn from him. So I followed him. He's from my area.
Okay.
Yeah, I studied the religion, and
so
always be dreaming.
From a very young
always
age.
be dreaming.
Okay. Yeah.
The dreaming is the Sharia law control the earth.
Mm-hmm.
حكم الله على الأرض يسود كلمة الله تبقى الأعلى الشريعة الإسلامية تسود على الأرض.
Mm-hmm.
Always be dreaming that. Mm-hmm. But when I read it some verses, it's haram to ask. I just keep it in my mind, in my heart.
But Ahmed, is it really haram to ask? Like, why?
Yes.
Why though? Like,
open
so, like,
with me Quran to prove it for you. From Quran.
I didn't know that. So, like, let's say I read something and I want to ask questions about it. I'm not allowed?
Haram to ask a question about Quran.
I did not know
You can ask about fatwa, about dreaming, about qarine, about fiqh, how to wash your hand, that stuff is not affected the religion. You can ask. But Quran, no, haram.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And haram also Quran, specifically I'm saying Quran because Quran is religion, right? Haram to use your brain on the Quran. And you Google it in Arabic, if you are Arabic speaker. I'm sure 100% in English you cannot find anything. Zero. But in Arabic, Google it. I will tell you now what you Google it.
But is it haram?
Do you know?
For further interpretation? Okay. Like, why would it be haram? I've never
haram to ask a question about Quran.
Okay.
Allah very clear in Quran. Allah said, قُلْ لَا تُسْأَلُونَ عَنْ أُمُورٍ أَن تَبْدَى لَكُمْ تُسِئْكُمْ. Do not ask anything about the Quran maybe affected you, harm you. So don't ask. Just accept it.
It's part of the reason why, in respect to your Muslim faith, why they believe.
And looking, yes, brother Mark, if I looking the Islamic history, they killed all the scholars.
Correct.
They killed him.
This is why
they're using philosophic word, using mind.
Yes.
So brother,
والمتنبي وابن الكندي وابن رشد وابن سينا, all of them, the saying those is زنادقة, ملحدين, كافرين. Why? متمنطقين. من تمنطق تزندق. Is not allowed.
So why did you choose Christianity out of all the, like, there's only...
Why? I didn't choose it first. I become atheist first.
Okay.
I be atheist when I left Islam. So I left Islam the day of the army of Sharia law control Halab.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
when the جبهة النصرة وداعش والجبهة الإسلامية والجبهة لواء التوحيد those when control my city, I see the Sharia law in the ground. We are always dreaming Sharia law just in a mind, in a dream. Oh, Malik Khalid ibn al-Walid قطع رأس Malik ibn al-Nuwayra. Wow, he's so powerful. Khalid ibn al-Walid, he cut the Malik ibn al-Nuwayra head. Oh my God, he's beautiful, Superman. But when I saw it in the ground, in front of my eye, I become atheist.
Right.
Because I think the God, the Creator, should be have, like, you know, teaching us to live together, love each other, not kill each other under His name. The Creator don't need me, don't need you. The Creator, He create you, He can do whatever He want. He don't waiting for me to defend Him, to support Him. Allah in Quran, what He said, أن تنصروا الله ينصركم. If you help Allah, Allah He will help you. ويثبت أقدامكم. So
real quick, David, what you're saying there is the reason why, if you think about it, why Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Because for a Muslim, you're to believe that Jesus is just a prophet and just as a Messiah, as Abraham, David, Isaac. However, he is the chosen one to defeat the Injil. But it is also written in the Quran that Muhammad is the most blessed one, and so therefore he leaves no room to actually respect and revere Jesus as well.
This point make me crazy. According to Quran, in Quran, yes, Allah is all merciful. Muhammad in Quran is all merciful.
Ahmed, so to the point. So why? So like.
Yeah, I left Islam when I saw the Sharia law on the ground, and I asked myself, okay, maybe those kafirin, khawarij, mulhideen, they're trying to put his garbage on the religion. No, astaghfirullah. But when you're looking, because I study it, when you're looking how the Islam start to be everywhere, like in Syria and Iraq and around the Arab Peninsula, and when you reading what the companion doing and what Muhammad did and what the companion doing together, each other, no, those according Quran, following Quran, what Allah said they're doing, what Prophet said they're doing. For that, I said the God, the real God, the Almighty God, if there is God, they don't need to teach His creation the bad, the evil things. For that, I become atheist. I be atheist.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of questions with no answer. For example, let me give you an example. I have my neighbors. My uncle, he is a sheikh in Halab, and my mother nephew, he is in Wazarat al-Awqaf in Halab.
Okay.
He is also a scholar there, right? Mm-hmm. So one of them, he tried to convince me, bring me back to Islam. When he talking with me on the WhatsApp, 2 minutes. He insult me. Ya kafir, la'natullahi alayk, ya khanzir, ya najas. Poof. Hang up. The other, he tried to be, little bit patient with me. When I asked him one question, he circled around. Finally, he insulted me too. And he said, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. And he blocked me too. I ask him what's the difference between Allah and the devil in Quran. Just tell me what the difference. Allah mislead the people in Surah, for example, Surah Yunus, chapter 10, verse 99, verse 100. For example, you have in Surah Al-Baqarah 88, chapter 288. Same thing. You have in Surah Al-Shams, you have in Surah Al-Araf, Surah Muhammad. So what the devil do? Allah doing same. No, even Allah, he misleads the devil in Quran, in Surah Maryam. So from this question, no answers. What's the difference between Allah and the devil?
Okay, but
No
like,
answers.
I think that obviously your cousins or relatives, obviously that's not the way, right? Like with them to swear at you. Of course that's not the way.
Do you have anyone to answer my question?
I'm not extremely, I wouldn't classify myself as extremely religious, so I couldn't answer you.
After I left,
Yeah.
I did a lot of conversation.
Okay.
With all scholars من كل المذاهب, even Shia too.
And no one could answer.
No one have an answer. No answer.
Did they not have an answer, or were they like hesitant?
No, they can't answering because the Quran and Sunnah, they destroyed the religion. How can he patch it? For example, let me give you example. Just for example, right? If Allah said zina haram, zina, commit adultery, is not allowed, right?
Yes.
And this Allah, same Allah, he teach me to went to other town to kill the mans, to take the women's as slaves and sleep with her with no blame, with no harm.
But does it really? Does it really?
Yes, in Quran. In Quran. Milk al-Yamin. What the Milk al-Yamin is? Slaves.
Okay.
Right hand possess. So Allah, you told me commit adultery or haram. And you teach me to kill to commit adultery? First. Second point. Same point. Oh, we have a lot, sister.
No. I understand. Example, but what made you choose Christianity, let's say, instead of Judaism?
What made you? Because I study the Bible.
Did you study Judaism?
I think what David is telling you is that he contrasted the teachings of Muhammad to basically murder his wife if she cheats on him, and to take her, beat her, and take her again as his wife.
Bro. But that is, okay. It's like a steak. It's nothing. That is nothing.
Ahmed,
I have big questions.
Did you only study Christianity? Like, did you study the Torah? Did you read the Torah?
Yes.
You read it. Okay, so you chose Christianity.
Yes. Why I didn't accept? I didn't become Jew. Because there, when I read the Torah, there is a lot of a prophecy. For example, they're saying in the Torah, the God, he is united. He's united one. For example, I read in, for example, give you from Isaiah 48:16. You have example, for example, in Isaiah 53, Isaiah 9, Daniel. I study, first of all, I take the Bible as like someone he tried to get knowledge about this religion. Okay. Not to believe, not to follow it, not to accept it. I didn't put it in my mind. Mm-hmm. I was an atheist that time. When I left Islam, I became atheist. I start to read about the revelation, start to read about the test, what the professor doing. I can show you my own research from a couple of years ago, according to the revelation and what the scholars doing. The professors doing tests about how the earth coming, the world coming from where, how to start the world. I study my favorite thing in life, sister. Not gaming, not watching TV, not swimming, no. My favorite thing in life to read. Give me book, don't give me food. That is my favorite thing. So. When I went one day the brothers from church came to my neighborhood house, and they asked to visit him. My wife, she told me, if the neighborhood wife, she said, some people from church came. If we can go visit him. I told her, okay, no problem. Let's go to laughing on him. Those coward worshipping three gods, Father, Mother, and the Son. Let's go to laughing on him. Seriously. And we went to there. And when they're talking, I can feel these words is not from any one of creation. How? Let me give you an example. They're reading, at that time, reading from Genesis, when the God created the world. When the God created the world. And I read in Islam how Allah created the world. In Surah Fussilat, funny. In Sirah al-Halabiyya, in Sirah al-Nabawiyya, in Tarikh ibn Asakir, Tarikh Dimashq, in, for example, Tarikh al-Tabari, Durr al-Mansur fi al-Tafsir bil-Ma'thur, it's funny stories. Funny. You will laugh if you read it. Just to prove it on my YouTube channel, you can see it. Mm-hmm. But when I read about the Revelation 2, it doesn't make sense. But when they're talking about Genesis, how the God create the creation, create the world, something makes sense. They're touching my mind. I said, okay, I have to read this book. And I asked the brother there when he talking, I told him, if you have a book, if you can give me. He said, yes. He gave me small book of John. I told him, this is all your religion book? He said, no, this is John book for you understand our God. I said, no, I want the whole book. He gave me the whole Bible, Old and New Testament, and start reading from the Old Testament.
Okay.
So, yeah, I take time but when I'm reading, so I feeling something here is good, but I didn't believe it yet. But I'm feeling something good here, something logically. And continue reading till we found the miracles in our life. Mm-hmm. More than 4 or 5 miracles in my life. Mm-hmm. At that time, I said, no, I will become Christian. I don't know how I can become Christian. I thinking like take a shahada, like Islam. Yeah. I asked the priest, the pastor, I told him, I will become Christian. How? He said, no, it's still early. You have to study.
David, aren't you basically saying that you found that in contrast to the Quran and what you were raised with, is that you found more love? You found more love?
Yeah. No love in Quran.
You found mercy.
Allah, He loves only His believers and the killers.
Okay, so it's an interesting story.
How about you, sister? Why you are still Muslim?
Listen, I'm not like, here's the thing. I'm Muslim. Here's the thing.
Yeah, we're chatting, right?
Yeah. I have a question. So the Trinity.
So why you are still Muslim?
The Trinity.
I just
I'm telling you, because I believe in one God.
Give me the Trinity.
Thanks for watching. If you like my video, then please subscribe.